I said to someone recently that whenever I'm trying to promote myself, I get frustrated with the process. I'm as good as lost in these woods of a dense game to build clout and niche appeal. I feel like it'd be easier to cut my arm open and just bleed whatever it is the world wants to consume, whatever it is the world wants from me. Knowing the labyrinth of psychological terror that social media has mutated into, with its many channels, back alleys, and avenues of influence, I have a palpable fear of adding to the problem. It seems in this consumer-based world, we have become cannibals, consuming each other through the lenses of our hypermutated identities, each one amplified by platforms and profiles. If you think that statement was sobering, these images aren't exactly comforting either. They were generated using a beginner's AI utility, hence why you'll find hidden horrors of unnatural human anatomy sprinkled throughout. But I digress. There's not much natural about the current state of the world either. So I arrive at an internal conflict about an external need, a perceived need to perform, to offer up something to the gig gods and algolords, and the hungry audience with its insatiable appetite for more, more, more. But what? Art that I don't have the time for channeling and materializing, recipes, fashion tips, self-help hacks, etc., ad nauseum. I just want to feed people and help them become empowered to take agency over their own lives. Why can't that be enough? And if it's not enough, it's one thing if nothing else. It's a prime example of the fact that work is labor and labor is work, one in the same and both worthy of compensation in some form or fashion. In an ideal world, our contributions to society would afford us an abundance of resources in return for our community investments. But alas, we are here in late-stage capitalism where our labor contributes only to someone's bottom line, not our lives and certainly not our future. All that being said, I'm going to follow my urge to ask all of you for ideas. What am I supposed to do with this thing, this yet another platform? You want art, sex work, Julia Child's Reinvented? You tell me. In the meantime, I'll be collaborating with the exceptional folks of ACM to bring warm and uplifting holiday dinners to our neighbors, install more dry pantries, build a Christmas parade float, and personally, I will be applying for 3 separate opportunities, very separate opportunities. One is a kitchen staff listing at a local art gallery. Another, a socio-political spokesman for the Appalachians. It sounds promising, but I'm not sure I can meet the criteria. And funding from a local fiscal sponsoring initiative for ACM that might afford me a small salary. Wish me luck. In lieu of answering the golden question, I've decided to offer up these happy accident photos as prints. These images were captured in the dark of my room as I toyed around with focus and aperture. You can choose from a wider selection once we connect. Any donation amount over $10 will ship a print to your door. You pick the size and the image. On that note, a huge thank you to my first donor here on Ko-Fi, going by the name of Moso Member. Their $100 donation the day before Thanksgiving helped to buy gas, pay a small bill, and put more food on the table. Thanks to all of you also for taking the time and giving when you can.